start the meeting. If everybody would take a seat. Take a seat. We're going to start the meeting. Jimson. Where's she at? Well, we want to thank everybody for coming out on a cold evening tonight. We got a couple things that we're going to discuss, and where is Ray? Ray's going to talk about the Ray Sorensen. Are you here? He must be gone. He's around. He's here. In his office. Okay. Well, listen, before we start, we had a banquet last month, and Renee Albert, you want to come up? Right here. Renee was not able to make it, but she was able to get her lifetime member award. So, I'm going to pick out a jacket and everything. And we got one other thing to give out. Frank Fangio, come on up. Frank was not able to make, but Frank is involved in racing, and he got the racing award. So they put $200, well, 200 people. Wow.
Thank you. I just want to thank everyone else that participates in the racing. Because yeah, it makes it more fun and everything. So this is an award I hope for all the other racers. Thank you.
Thank you. Bill, you want to say anything about the banquet?
Happy warm Wednesday, everybody. Nice to see you guys came out tonight. Just a quick recap on the banquet. We had 66 guests at our banquet. We had raffle prizes. We had our cash raffles. We had honor flight raffle. And I'll give you some of the numbers. Our raffle sales, it's hard for me to see the numbered one, sorry. Yeah, I need this, but we had amount collected for our raffles for the dinner was $5,060. Our cash raffle brought in $530. Our prize raffle brought in $2,240. We gave out expenses for the dinner. Those were pretty much covered by the fees that the people paid for dinner. Our prize raffle, we actually earned extra money for the collections for our tickets sold versus the cost of the raffle prizes. The music DJ cost us $400. Our decorations cost us $322. Miscellaneous expenses was $96. Total cost was $8,264. The actual cost for the whole banquet in total was $434 to the club. So we budgeted $2,000 cost for the club, but we only spent $434. And for the honor flight, we donated. I had it written down, but Jeannie, I think it was what, 700? Jeannie, wasn't it $700 check you wrote? To honor flight? And, you know, that 800, that money actually came from the one raffle that we did here with the flag, if you remember that, at a membership meeting. And the rest of it was, collected at our banquet. So it's not as much as we'd like to donate to honor flight, but we really did well for having such a short time frame to collect money. So overall, it was a very successful banquet. We all had a great time. I thought we did really good with the cost, really keeping it down. You know, we're trying to make all these events so they're self-funding, so it doesn't cost the club any money. So we're getting closer to that break-even point. Compared to last year, the banquet cost the club $624. This year, it cost the club $434. So I thought the banquet committee did a great job with those results. And thank you, everybody, for coming. We really had a nice time at the banquet. Thank you. Any questions about the banquet? Okay, thank you. Thank you.
Ray's gonna give us an update, and we want to thank Ray for having the heat on. So that we're not out in the cold. And the lights, otherwise we'd be outside.
So we turned the heat on for you guys, but we really had a. If you look around the room and you see the 6 Chevrolets that are on the side of the building, you'll notice we don't have a McLaren yet. It's done, it's still in England. We were hoping to have it this Friday, but it's going to be another week. So hopefully it'll fly on the 28th. Hopefully we'll pick it up on the 29th. We'll see if that actually happens or not. 29th. Yep. So we're here. So I think it has goodness about 4 weeks to be out of here. So we've been trying to figure out where to go testing and some other things, but it's been tough to find track time. So we're still trying to figure out where to go. We're gonna have to go somewhere and just at least get Tony some laps. Michael Cooper, who's our other driver, is actually running the same car, the McLaren in IMSA. And he's already won a race with it. So I'm not worried about him getting seat time in the car. I just need to get Tony in it. So when we get it here, we'll have to of course, fit the driver into it, and then we have to wire it for the radios and all the other signal things that the series needs. And there's certain data points that the series wants from the motor. We'll have to install all the sensors, and we don't expect to. If we have a month, we'll take a month. If we've got a week, we'll take a week. It's how it'll work. We'll always get it done somehow. It might be ugly, but we'll get it done. And but like I said, it's I kind of chuckle with the guys like, hey, we got to get some of these things out of here soon because we're gonna have to make some room for real race car stuff. But so we're just on hold. The funny thing was that the cost of shipping from the last time that we were shipping stuff from England, so that would have been 2022, I guess, or 2021 would have been the last time we were around there. My first quote to ship the car was $40,000. And I almost fell out of my chair in that office. I was holy moly. I actually got it done for 15. So it's pretty good. Don't take that first quote. Well, it's bad. First quote bad. Move on. So, but yeah, the cost of shipping has come up a bunch. And the thing that I had to forewarn Tony about, which was all our if we're at the racetrack, we could go to the McLaren trailer. All the manufacturers have trailers now. So you can, if we run into somebody, we can go to the trailer and we can get a nose or parts, so we can get whatever we need on site.
But the rules are that when you're not at the racetrack, you have to get everything from England. That's just the way it works. They don't want you to use the parts truck wherever it is for your supply. So the thing is that anything, let's just say that they wad the car up and I can't get all the parts from the trailer. We got to ship it all from England, which is going to be expensive. So it's kind of a funny thing to think about, but it's part of the budget. I don't really know yet. I'm hoping none. I like none. Control your own destiny, I say. There's going to be two parts of McLaren at the SRO weekends. There's a thing they call the Trophy Series, which is an all McLaren series, which runs up the same Artura that we run, but it has more power and a little bit different aerodynamic package. So there's going to be an Artura series, and then there'll be the GT4 stuff that we're going to run as well. So I don't really know if anybody else is bringing one yet. I hope not. But just like you can kind of control your own destiny. If you don't run too hard and make yourself look like you can dominate up front, you can kind of pull yourself back a little bit. If you got a competitor, they're gonna, it's one of those things you always said is whenever we ran Chevrolet or McLarens or even Nissans last year, we have to be the fastest of all of them. We have to be the top Nissan or the top McLaren or the top Chevy. It was just always our thing. We had to have that want of being able to say that, yeah, we're the best, we're the fastest of the group. So we just, it's just important for us to be in that limelight for the manufacturer that these guys are full time. So we'll always do our best. But this one's won't go that way, but yes, it's something too. But yeah, so hopefully we'll have a car soon and we'll be out of here. Our first race weekend is last weekend of March in Sonoma. So it's a long week. They start running on Wednesday out there, so we got to be out there on Tuesday. That means Mark will have to leave here Saturday probably, so Saturday prior. So it's the longest, about a week and a half of an adventure for us. It's like I said, it's not so bad. Can't complain. Maybe the weather will be nice out there. Doubt it. It'll be cold. You always hope you go to California to be warm. And our last 2 years in Sonoma, froze. My God off. God, it's just not warm out there that time of year. So we're hoping for nicer things. We'll see. But after this last couple of days, be nice to get some more warm. So hopefully we'll be able to do it soon. It's coming. It's just we all enjoy the Midwest. We can tell all you do. We're all here in the Midwest. Also, our Sonoma from his service. From quite a way, San Diego. So yeah, it's quite a way. Yeah, it'll be a little bit of a trip. But yeah, this is going to hurt. So thank you, everybody. It's all right. Suzanne, we're doing seven races this year, but we race twice on a weekend, so it's 14 races.
Yeah.
Usually Saturdays and
Okay, well, we're all pulling for you.
yeah, thank you. Appreciate it.
Thank you. Jim Barnish? Giving an update on racing?
December, when we had our little soiree with goodies and stuff, somebody brought a knife to cut cake or something and left it here. Anybody recognize it? It has. I have taken it home and washed it, and so it's clean. But we as a club don't own it. Sorry. Well, it's not Felicia's. So I just wanted to get that out of the way first. Okay.
It's got blood in it.
I said I washed it. I didn't say I didn't use it afterwards. Okay. Well, there was a little thing that happened last month. I don't know if many of you know about it. It's called the Rolex 24 Daytona.
Yes.
And there were 5 Corvettes in the race this time instead of 2, maybe 3. And at the end of the whole thing, in the GTD class, the AWA Corvette number 13 came in first. They won their class. In the GT Pro, The number 3 Corvette, Pratt Miller car, came in second in class. The number 4 Pratt Miller car came in 7th. The number 91 Trackhouse TF Sport GTD Pro came in 9th. And the other GTD car, the DXDT, the team that did so well last year in the SRO series, also now run a car in the GTD category. They were doing very, very well till the middle of the night when their engine caught fire. Needless to say, that was the end of their trip. But I have a little side thing about this number 4 car coming in 7th. Eric, would you come up here and assist me? Tommy Milner in the number 4 car was battling a BMW. He was right on their tail for the lead when they came across don't turn around, not yet. Okay. Came across the other BMW, the teammate, which was way down in the field, who decided to take it upon himself to do everything physically possible to hold Milner up, including banging into the side of him, trying to push him off the track, and during that, he ended up ripping off the rear bumper and the left corner of the car. Milner was not happy. So there is a very famous picture of Milner driving his car, going past their pits. Turn around. Giving everybody a big burn. IMSA was not happy, but they are now producing these t-shirts and it goes to a bird sanctuary for. So $22 has the information if you want to get a t-shirt. That is Tommy Milner giving the whole place a bird. That's it. 40 your t-shirts. Sebring next month. March something or other, right?
Bill's gonna give an update on the chat feature on the website and a couple more things on our website.
Okay, so just discussion about racing, the Sebring is coming up in a couple of weeks, so all those Corvettes that he talked about will be in there again. Should be pretty cool. Been a long time since we've had that many Corvettes racing in the IMSA series. It's pretty cool. Okay, so Cordis and I are gonna try to talk to the website a little bit and see if we can help some of our members. The first comment I want to make is that when you go on our website, there's a chat button in the bottom right-hand corner. Some of you are using that, but if you have a problem, it's real easy just to go to that chat button, type out whatever question you might have or what you're having trouble with. And I can tell you that Earl is still all over that thing. He answers things every day. Cordis has been answering. I've been able to answer a couple things. But the chat feature works really well if you're having trouble with the website. The next thing I want to talk about is we've had some members ask about a member directory. So on the old website, we used to have a member directory that had everybody's name, cars, information on it. That is no longer available on our new website, mainly for privacy reasons. We don't want all that information out to anybody that can get into our website. So Cordis, on our website, if you're looking to make contact with the member, Cordis is going to walk us through that.
So you want to be sure you're signed in. To the
First, you
site.
got to sign in.
It's not going to let you.
Right. So first off, not anybody can get into the members only. It's only you, our members. So it's not the public. It's not everybody else. So you sign in and you go to.
It's only up on the bar here at the top.
See it
And
up there,
all
members
the way
only?
to the bottom says member directly.
It says member directory. Well, here's the member directory. It's right here.
Right, it's very,
It's at the bottom.
yeah, it's the very bottom.
That's what you'll look for.
Right.
Okay, so you click on there if you're looking for a member.
Directory.
So,
Now, I don't know why, but they're not in alphabetical order. And
no, they are not in alphabetical
So-
order.
easiest way is picture, well, that's me, because I'm signed in, so that's not easy.
So why don't you
So-
look for me, Cordis?
What's that?
Or why don't you look for me? See
Okay,
if you can find.
so there's like a little magnifying glass to search, and it says find a member. So you just type in the first, it'll say no members found at first for just a second, and then it'll eventually find what. So there's Phil.
So if you click on me, does my information show up? So here's my information. My phone number. The cards we have. So if you look at me,
Phone number, date of birth,
Yeah.
name. Now that's
You're looking
only
for
if
me.
you put it in there.
so the reason you can see that on me is because I entered all that information when I signed up on the website. So let's go to,
Oh, excuse me. So, because I didn't put it in, so I'll put it in here.
okay,
So I'll show how to do that. Okay, so it searched for me. Hopefully it'll do, I'm already logged in, so hopefully it won't, go to a different screen, but, okay. So you can see on mine, which this is probably like 95% of the members that are in here. It's got my name, and my spouse, and my car, but that's it. Like, I don't have a phone number in there. I don't have any. So if you're looking for somebody's email and they didn't put it in, it's not gonna be. Okay,
right. So if you want to be contacted by any members, you need to go into the website, into your profile and update the information if you want it accessible to club members. If you don't have to do anything, but we're not going to have a directory that's got everybody's name and everybody's information in it anymore. That's not going to happen. So if you initially, when you signed up, if you only did a little bit of information and you'd like to add like your phone number or email, you need to go back in and do that so that our members can contact you. Okay, so it's your decision. It's not our decision as a board.
Do we upload our pictures?
I don't think the pictures of the cars.
you can't. So let me go back and do the step I just did. So when I'm logged in, you see it's cover photo, you just a Facebook, right? You got a cover photo and you have a profile picture. Kind of looks like that. In the bottom right corner, there's a box that says edit details. That's only going to change what you see right here. But there's 3 dots next to that. So you click the 3 dots and one of them is edit profile. And it's slow, we have a slow. Okay, so here is where you can put in whatever you want to be visible to everyone in this group, okay? So, right now you see what I already had in there. So if I want my, email in there, you can type that in where it says member facing emails. If you have more than one Corvette, you can put that in there. If you want to put a little biography about yourself, you can put that. If you want your phone number there, you can put that there. Okay. This is also where I believe you would upload photos. So it says profile image, you can upload a photo there. I think you can also do it back at that other screen where you saw a picture of our car. One of the options in the upper left corner was to add a photo. So that's all. It's similar to Facebook if you're familiar with Facebook at all. So I added in my email, and then when I update it, it says info updated. So now if you were to search for me, you would see my email.
Okay. So does that make sense as far as if you're looking for somebody, Russ Glover? We were talking about that on chat. Right. Right. Right.
And everybody's stuff.
That, yeah, because I used to
So-
go to our database, but this is not connected to that at all. This
Yeah.
is all.
So couple of suggestions. You don't have to put everything in there. If you just want to put a phone number and an email, that would be great, right? Because that's really all you need. If you want to put your cars in there, that's fine, but you don't have to if you don't want to. So over the next few months, we'll have membership dues coming up again. That might be a good time to renew your membership dues and to update your profiles, if not sooner. Make sense? Yes, Daryl. Well, they have to join as a member. Once they join, then they're able to do that. No, you have to sign in as a member. So first you have to sign in
Right.
as a new member.
You can create an account if you're not a member, but you're only gonna see the public information. So you can see like the events and things
Right.
like that, but you're not gonna see the member.
Right, this is members only. Which says this person's a member.
Yes,
Well, you have to sign in, otherwise you can't even get at it. To get to this, you have to sign in as a member. No,
so there's a link. Right.
Then some stuff in someone.
okay,
Right, so
There's.
right here, so
Right.
create an account. So you can create an account. I could fill all this out and submit. Now I'm a member of the page, just the page, just the website. You're not a member of the club. Does that make sense? But when you pay, now it says if you're already okay. There should be a link to join.
Creating an account is different than logging in as a member.
Right,
Two different levels. You can create an account, but that does not give you access to the members only thing.
right. Yes. And so if you're not a paid member and you try to go to member directory or anything over here, you're gonna get a message that says like, they wants to sell you a plan. It'll say you can purchase a plan. It's one way to do it. A non-member or not? If a member, you can send a message through that chat. Got a question in the bottom right corner? And then we'll send you, there's a link to, it's you paid in person, like you renewed your membership last May here at the meeting. So you paid in person, you didn't pay through the website. You get a special link, so it doesn't want to charge you again. That makes sense. Because if you go through like the normal paying link, you don't want to pay again. So we'll send you a special link where you can create a member account, but not have to pay again. That makes sense. So you're just gonna have to send a message through the site if you easiest way to do it. And if hopefully we have your email address so we can get it from you.
okay. Are we good with all that? I'm not sure if I am, but. But it seems to make sense. Yes, Mary?
Only if they put one there. Right. So if I go down to the directory now, if I scroll down, you can see 95% people not have pictures in. But, well, look, there's a picture there, and then go and there's one for Bob, and there's one for Adam, there's Glenn. So it's really up to the members to do that. And it's optional. You don't have to do that, right? But if you want people to be able to send an email or contact you through here, you have to put your contact information in there. It's not an automatic data, there's no database connection like we had before. That makes sense.
So again, when you go into the website, check out your profile, see what you look like. There's no information and you don't want it there, that's fine. But if you want somebody to be able to contact you, at least put in your email and phone number. Okay?
So technically this isn't truly available to the public, but it's still on the internet and we're trying to be overly cautious when sharing that kind of information. So. Who's scared?
Okay.
We're looking a little bored.
Now we're gonna jump to another
All right.
section. we're gonna talk about how to do an event on the website. So since it's that time of year when we're looking at what we're gonna do this summer, it's a good time to look at how we do an event. So if we go to the event page, you can do this without signing in. You can do this without signing in, right?
Don't.
Let's go to events.
Okay, so then you want to show how to host an event that's one of these or certain.
What I want to do is go to the events update. Go to that section that's got all the events.
Okay, so upcoming event.
Yeah. You all know how to get to this? That's pretty easy, right? So up above, is there an option to,
So, like here's tonight's meeting.
right?
You can RSVP to it and find out more, get more details.
Oh, host an event. I just saw up on the top.
So there, and then like I said, you can RSVP, not necessary that you see it. Okay.
So right there in that highlighted area, it says host an event. So we're gonna go through that. If you want to do an event, this is where you need to go to fill out your preliminary information or whatever information you have. You have to remember too, that once you do this, you can always go back and update it and add to it if you need to. So we're going to do an event. We're gonna host one. And you're gonna get a series of questions. You don't have to answer every question, but some of them you need to in order for it to go through the process. So what's the first question? I can't.
First,
see that.
first name. So
First name, so we're gonna put, I'm gonna do an event. Last name,
right, your email. Did I put first?
bdomersheet@comcast.net. Phone number 847-338-9440.
It looked through. Yes. All right, and then how do you want guests to reach out, email or phone?
What's that say? I can't see the
How do you want guests to reach out to you, phone number or email?
phone.
Title of the event,
It's called, IMSA Sports Car Weekend.
number of hosts, including yourself? Just one?
One.
All right, that's if you have other people hosting with you, you would fill out that field there. Where is it located?
Road America. Elkhart Lake, Wisconsin. Well, I can also add the address in here, right?
Yep, here's the address in the next box.
So the address is North 7390 Highway 67. Highway 67. Plymouth, Wisconsin.
Pops up.
53073.
53.
073.
Right, date,
Dates are July 31st through August 2nd.
July 31st. Ends on,
August 3rd.
when? Time,
All day. All day.
time,
Sunday afternoon, 6 p.m.
will guests need to book a hotel room for this event, yes or no?
No,
Please provide a brief description of the event. If approved, the information you submit will be displayed on the website and in the event section.
so right now I would put in there, see, the website, roadamerica.com.
Right, and then if you have a flyer that you would like to have passed out at meetings or whatnot, you can upload it here.
Right.
You just search, find the file, click open. Okay, in PDF, that's PDF form. Then we're done, right?
We'll go ahead and submit. So obviously there's more details, but I didn't want to take the time to put all that in here, so we'll add that. So this will be an event. Right now, it's not on our website just because we submitted it. It's submitted for approval. So Frank, our activities director, he looks at this and he says yes or no. Does it conflict with anything? Is all the information there? What else do we need to do? They'll call me back and say, hey, can we add some more detail, or I need this information? And he'll approve it, and then it gets posted on our website. So Frank can do that. Earl helps with that also. This is how events work. You don't have to do everything for the event. If you just want to go to an event, put the information in, right? Like we go to somebody else's car show. All it really is us going there, right? And we will put that flyer in here. But this is the process. This is the new process. So if you have something you're thinking about it, the sooner you do this, the better. If you screw up, so what? Frank will look at it, Earl will look at it, they'll call you, get some more information, and we'll get it posted. And we can always edit it, we can always cancel it. I mean, we can cancel things up to 2 hours ahead of time. So this is the way we want to do events. We don't want you calling Frank and saying, Frank, I want to do an event, then have him do all this work for you. You know all the details. You should be able to go in there and then he can help you finish it up if you need to do that. Okay, pretty easy if you think about it, right? There's what, 15 questions there? Right, it's not that hard to do. I can say you can always edit it, you can always go back and fix things, you can add more detail. But that's how we want to do events. And we thought the timing was good to talk about this now because we should be looking at the events we're going to be doing over the next few months. Okay, any questions on how this process works? Yes.
One quick one. Okay, say I'm gonna host an event.
Yeah.
And then what happens, I have to cancel. Is there a way to cancel?
Yeah, we can cancel within 2 hours from the event. We can cancel. We can, yes.
Is there a punch to the?
I
Say
see.
this is
So-
council?
When you RSVP, to an event, you'll get an email saying, thank you for RSVPing, and you'll get like the day before, you'll get a reminder, our event's coming up,
Yes.
you know?
So,
And I think if it's canceled, you then get that automated email.
Curtis, is there an event on here where people are signed up for already?
I don't know, I can see.
Like the car show? Is that showing up who signed up for it
Yeah.
already?
Well, yes, and like, I know people have signed up through it, but it doesn't show their names. It says anonymous, but,
So once this is approved and people sign up to go to your event, you as a host will get a recap of who's coming to your event, how many people signed up with their information. As long as they put it in there, they can get their email, their phone number. You'll get a list of it.
for the car show, I've registered, and then 2 other people registered, but it's showing anonymous,
Right.
yeah, so it doesn't necessarily.
As a host, you can see who's going, and if you want to see who's going, just to know who's there. If your buddies are coming, you can just go and look at this. So it's pretty cool because the information is all available. It's just a matter of learning how to use it and how to gather it. It's a great system. It really is. We just gotta learn how to use it. So I even went through and corrected something on this the other day. I don't know if you noticed it, but on there, we had Lake County Canine Fund.
Yeah.
And I changed it to Pleasant Prairie. I was able to go in there and edit it, fix it that way. So don't be afraid to do this. You know, if there's any questions, we're available. Just call us or send us an email or use the chat session. All the chats, Cordis, you see the chats, right?
Yes.
I see the chats. Earl sees the chats. Earl does most of it, but Earl's teaching us how to take care of things. So, and by the way, Jeannie and I and Jerry and Felicia, we saw Earl a couple of weeks ago. We were driving to Florida and we stopped to see him and his fiance in Knoxville. They're very happy. They love being down there. We went out to dinner with him. They took us downtown. We had a blast. We gave him a couple of prizes that he won at the banquet. And then he came to breakfast with us the next morning and met another Corvette member of the NCRS club, which Jerry is good friends with. So now Earl's got a connection with another Corvette family down in Knoxville. So that was a lot of fun. It was pretty cool to see him.
Yeah.
Okay, are we good? Okay,
And you can register for the car show right here,
yeah,
and pay right through with.
automation. It's amazing. Technology, it's just amazing. Thank you, Bill.
If you can tell, with our new website, it's more robust than we've ever had before. With a lot of things that we could do that we couldn't do with our other website. And we always make sure that we have security in mind so that we don't have hackers and a number of other people and getting into it, trying to get names and trying to do things. So when we were asked about trying to get in without being a member, you're restricted. So there's a lot of things that you can't access. And this is an evolving thing, just like Bill said. It's being updated and changed and new features are being added and stuff like that. So it's really great. And if you have any questions, just like Cordes said, you can go to the chat box if you have a question, or if you're trying to find a member and you can't find their email or number, you could always go to our membership person, Sue Stockman, and send her an email, and she may have that information for you. And you could email her or call her, and you can see that her name is on there. So you're always able to get anybody if for some reason they don't put it in or for whatever reason. So now our treasurer will come up, Jeannie, and she'll also handle the birthday game and tell how we're doing as a club.
Okay, so I'm gonna go over the financials first, so Cordes has time to put our bingo or our birthday people in. We started out with $16,326.32. We had deposits of $6,076.26.
Yes, great.
And then we had our payouts was $9,330.60. And then we're left now with $12,447.98. So we had some payouts to do for the bank. So that's it for the financials. Everybody okay with it? Okay, now the birthday. It looks like we have Earl Loss on February 3rd, Terry DeSalvio on February 4th, Paul Zigahorn on February 10th, Glenn Blum on February 21st, and Mary Zigahorn on February 25th. Now, is there anybody that I didn't say their birthday?
Take her away. Surrounded.
What?
Take her apart. Surrounded.
It's the wrong day.
It's like, it's crossed out.
Oh, geez.
Don't put it on next.
Are we sure?
I just talked to him.
Oh, really?
He's in April.
Oh, what's he doing in? Okay, all right, so, okay, we'll take a. Okay, so did I miss anybody? Cause we always want to make sure we have everybody, and if we don't, we want to add them in. Okay. So I always ask a question to everybody. And my question tonight is, and the first person that gets to answer it is Terry. What upcoming Corvette event are you looking forward to? The bash. That's always a good one. That's always a good one. Okay. And then our next one now is Paul Zigmorn.
All right, good sure it's, hopeful that. You'll want to see.
Okay. All right. And, okay, Glenn. Where is your? Ah, drag racing. When does that usually start? Okay, and Mary? Okay. All right, so Cordes, that's it for our people. Happy birthday, everybody.
Sue Stockman. Our membership, person. Yeah.
I do not have any new members to report. But do we have any guests? No one signed the guest book, but I was on to check. No, the guests. Okay. Hopefully next month. Thank you.
Just like I said, if somebody needs a phone number or email, maybe it's a.
Oh, yeah, I have the database and I have names, addresses, phone numbers, etc. People email if any member needs that. Yes.
Okay, thank you, Sue.
Yeah.
Barb? Barb will give a update on our points. Okay, 1 minute. Well, Barb is getting ready. I want to mention something about the election, which is coming up in May. If anybody's interested in running for any of the offices, anything, also, we're going to form a nominating committee. If somebody would like to be on a nominating committee, they could let Cordis know if they would like to be on that committee. And if anybody would like to apply and put their name in for any of the offices for a club, we welcome it. And you can let our secretary, Cordis, know about that. It's still a ways off, but if you take a look at our website and if you take a look at the Constitution, there's also a point in there that tells you about every office, what's required, what the duties are and everything. So anybody could get that information if they want to run for any office. for what, for anything. Okay? Here's Barb.
Good evening. Well, first of all, I'd like to, well, I'll mention it after I do points. There's a couple of things I want to mention also. I don't think there's any new members here, so I think most of you know about the points. You know, be sure that you sign them at every activity. If you didn't sign in tonight, the sheet's still there. So please do sign in so that you always get your points. 2 points for attending the meeting, 3 points if you drove your Corvettes, and we do have Corvettes. Raise your hand if you parked your Corvette tonight. Here we go. Thank you. That's really cool. February, really cool. All right, so the first one is 21 points. And that's Noreen Cleary. Noreen. 40 points, Mark Rux. Mark. 42 points, Daryl Jenks. Jim Dorfman, 51 points. And then tonight will say right here, Barb Masford, 51 points. Dan Gulf, 52 points. Dan. Alice Kobus, 52 points. Adrian Moreno, 53 points. The people with the 50s are finishing up the bronze. Get the 5 bronze. Brian Balma, 59 points. Now, this is somebody that doesn't generally come to meetings, and if that's true, then I will give it to the spouse or the significant other to take to them, okay? 120 points, Evelyn Punzio. So Frank, if you could take a photo of the country. Chicago McLean, 135 points. Lauren McLean, 144 points. Lauren's almost done with the goals. Mark Anderson, he is getting his first gold star, 252 points for Mark. Getting the second gold star, 361 points for Cordes Storms. Server. 2, 3, 4, 5. Fourth star. Jerry Kelly, 557. Eric. Okay. Somebody who is definitely getting another gold star, and quite a few got the lifetime membership quite some time ago. A very, very active member with 1,980 points, Frank Quinzio. Frank. You and Evelyn were not able to make the banquet, so you weren't able to get it that night. Glad to give it to you tonight. Somebody even has more. 2,058 points for Ken Such. Ken.
To the floor, Tom.
And the all-time high, 2,961 points. Can anybody guess? Debbie Manier. Debbie. So I'd just like to mention something else. I'm one of several people on the car show committee this year. And we've already been meeting, and the flyer is done. And it should be posted now because our girl just finished the very last cleaning it up. And so it is ready to go. So please do look online and download the flyer. It is going to be on July 27. And we chose that date because Cars and Cigars should be on July 20th. It's not posted for for Long Grove yet, but they assured me it would be the third weekend, so we're going to avoid that. The car show is a very, very big club event. And in the spring, I will be asking for volunteers to do many, many jobs. But in the meantime, as I said, the car show committee is meeting so that we're working on advertising and came up with a solicitation letter because it is for charity. It is for the Pleasant Prairie Canine Unit, and so they'll be demonstrating there for us. So, please put July 27th on your calendar. It really is a huge event. It's going to be just right over the line on Route 50 at Lynch Chevrolet. It is a beautiful, huge piece of property that we can set up lots and lots of cars, like literally hundreds. So please put it on your calendar. Thank you.
Hey, Frank. Frank's gonna have activities. And just like what Cordis was doing, Russ was just doing that same thing about putting his event in. So I don't know if you want to mention it.
Yes.
Okay.
Hello, springtime's right around the corner, so be patient. Normally, I usually get my car stuck out of the garage a little bit, but I got the summer tires and it's not happening. It's been cold winter, consistent. So hopefully next week 40s and then hopefully 50s, 60s soon. For events, we just have, I'm gonna start out because we had our membership meeting Saturday, March 1st. Debbie's gonna do the bowling. It's not on the flyer, planner, and it's not on our website yet. I just found out tonight. It was in the working, so tonight I should have it all updated on our website. And it's at Jeffrey's Pinhead Lanes in Wheeling. You don't have to bowl, you can just come and hang out and participate. If you do want to bowl, you could bring a gift between $15 and $20 in value in a brown bag to trade off with other bowlers when you get a strike or a spare. And at the end, you open up your unknown gift. Yes, unknown gift. And then they'll be ordering pizza from Joe's Pizza, which is a couple storefronts down. And they'll do individual checks and you can order them, separately. Yeah.
80%. And I just let this go. I
Yeah, it's a very small bowling alley. She reserves a few, like several lanes for us, depending on how many people participating. Well, I don't know if we'll use it, but it really depends on how many people show up. It's $15 to bowling, food shoes, $3 of bowling, 3 games. And
it's fun.
usually there's little gimmicks. Okay, bowling will be on our website. We know a little bit about it. Debbie's gonna send around a sign-in sheet if you're going, so that way she has a feel for how many lanes they gotta reserve. So
Yeah.
you get there early, so that way you get your shoes and your balls all together and get ready for ball. It's not a club event, but the annual World of Wheels will be at Rosemont. If you've never been there, it's kind of like it's twice as big as the muscle car show, all kinds of cars. There's usually a big group of Corvettes that show up there. I think it's the Chicago Corvette Club. It's like a online type of club. The last time they probably had 30 cars there in their own little section, which was pretty neat. It was all kinds of cars, custom cars, rat rods, lowriders, upstairs. If you go on Saturday, there's the tuner gallery, which is all the young kids with their little imports and unusual cars. So it's not a club event, but if you're doing nothing on March 7th to the 9th, it's there for your doings. I scheduled three go-karting events, one of which was last Tuesday. There was really no participation, no one showed up. I don't know if everyone's getting email blasts that I'm doing. I did one like before the go-karting event. I included Jerry's trip to the badge. I think it's spotty on who gets them and who doesn't. I got to figure out why the email blasts aren't going out to everyone. I got to talk to Earl and see if it's because of our old website and our new website, because now it's North Shore Corvette Club IL.com. And I don't know if that's playing games when I do the email blast. So I'm going to be talking to Earl and seeing what the deal is, the correct email blast scenario. So I think some people got it, some people didn't. So I'll be adding another go-karting event to make up for the one that wasn't had. The next one will be March 11th. It's on a Tuesday. It's at K1 Speed in Buffalo Grove. And then roughly a month later, Tuesday, April 8th, there's another go-karting event, K1 Speed Buffalo Grove. Tuesdays, they have specials. That's why we picked Tuesdays. Buy 2 races, you get 1 free. So it makes it a little cheaper for you to race. Again, their restaurant or bar is open. If you're not go-karting, you can hang up there and just observe and watch people. So we got the go-karting going. I put 3 autocross events on the plan. I do it with the Miata Club. It's in Schaumburg at Wintrust Field. I think I got 2 Saturday dates and 1 Sunday date. May 10th, July 19th, and August 3rd. The Miata Club does 15 days. We're doing 3 of their 15. These days might change depending on what other events might come in from the club. We don't want conflicting events, so those could be changed. Registration starts 2 weeks before the event. So it's on our website, it's on the planner. What else we got? Drag racing. Someone was talking about drag racing. Glenn, looking for a host, dates for drag racing. If anyone wants to pick some dates at Byron or Great Lakes, please let me know. I think their schedule should be coming out. So I, in the past, always pick test and tune days, because it's a day where you don't have all the big guys there. It's a little bit not as crowded and less waiting. So if someone is interested in hosting some drag racing, let me know, or fill out the form and pick dates on the website. Another thing that's not on here yet is what Russ Grover wants to do, the Route 66 Red Carpet Festival. Do you want to say anything? Because I think you wanted some input from some members.
By the way, I followed that procedure earlier on the website to submit this event. I talked about it last month. It's the Route 66 Red Carpet Corridor, which takes place on May 3rd and 4th. And I don't know, Route 66 is kind of a linear museum, if you will. And, you know, I don't know if you, in the old days, watched the TV show, you know, Route 66, right? You can relive a little bit of that. So, what I'm proposing, that the event takes place on the third and fourth. So what I would like to do is on the third, that Saturday, is meet at the old Joliet prison. The museum opens up at like 8 o'clock. So we'll meet there between 8:30 and 9 o'clock. Go on to the Joliet Historical Museum and kind of everybody gather there and then sort of begin the journey through a number of stops along the way. I did create a flyer which is in for approval or whatever to be posted. There are lots of resources. If you're interested in looking in advance, the Route 66 org, the Illinois Route 66 org, has lots of interesting information, maps of all the towns along the way, how Route 66 has changed over the years, because Route 66 wasn't always just a single route. It kind of changed given the various demographic changes and highways and things of that nature. So anyway, I'm looking forward to it being a really fun event. Also interested to see how many people might be interested in extending it. In past years, it's ended at Pontiac. You know, kind of you get to Pontiac, it's about 3 o'clock in the afternoon, and folks are like, well, yeah, it's time to go home, right? It's about 2 hours or so back. But I was thinking about seeing if folks would be interested in extending the trip and ending up in Springfield for dinner, spending the night in Springfield, and then having the option to stop at more places on the way back or visit some of the sites in Springfield before people head back on their own. So anyway, that's up for discussion and looking for some input and feedback, and it'll be evolving before May, so stay tuned. Thanks.
Okay. Actually, once we get it on the website, if you RSVP, that will tell Russ how many people are going and a good feel for everything else. He'll get all the details. And there's a travel event if we're gonna spend a night, hotel and all that stuff has to be, figured out. So it'll be evolving. I'll check it out tonight or tomorrow when you submit it. I'll get it on our website. Paul Plucknick used to do this in the past. He didn't do it last year. I talked to him today. He's not sure if he's gonna do it this year or not. He might do it. It might just be the 1 day trip and that's it. And I'm like thinking it could work out maybe with both parties. Some keep going, some head back. Yes, so that's work to be involved and we'll figure all that out. Yeah, other than that, I just want to stress if you want to do an event, use our website, fill out most of the forms and everything, and it makes it easier for me. If I just get a flyer, now I gotta type everything in. So I don't know exactly how you want things worded with comments and everything like that. If you do it, it's better because then it's your way instead of having it edited in the future or something like that. I think that's all I really have in the bash with Bowling Green.
Yeah.
Jerry's doing that. That you're gonna have to get hotel rooms and everything. That's Saturday, Thursday, actually Wednesday, Saturday. They're going up a day early. It's in April. You gonna speak about it?
We were able to secure hotel rooms for that. And the cutoff date is March 23rd, so that if anybody needs a hotel room down there, you could always cancel it. Last year, we told everybody about the cutoff date, which is a month before we go down there. And a number of people called me and say, we can't get a hotel room. And I said, remember when I told you in February or January that there's a cutoff date? So you could always reserve a room, even if you elect not to go. You can always cancel it. But we got a real good rate on it. And we're going down on Wednesday, the 23rd. Some people are going down on Thursday, and some people are going down on Friday. So you can decide whatever day you want to go down. Is anybody still interested in going? You can always pick up the flyer and come down there whenever, and if you want to get the hotel room, you can get it for any of those days that you want, and if you can't make it, you can cancel it. And the reason that we have a code for it is because sometimes another club will call up and they'll say, well, I'm with, they'll say, well, are you with North Shore? And they say, yeah, and then we find out that they took our rooms, so that's why we have a code. So that if you're going, let me know and we can give you the code. And we got about a $50 or $60 rate reduction in the rooms because the rooms are filling up really fast down there. So if anybody is planning on going, wants to go and is not sure, let me know. You can always reserve a room, even if you have to cancel it. So we're going to show the ZR1. We're going to show the new colors. And there's going to be a number of other changes that they have down there at the museum and whatever General Motors is working on too. So any questions on the bash? Yes.
Are you gonna be able to tour the factory?
Yes. Yeah, they said we'll be able to tour the factory. Listen, unless there's an epidemic or something like that, but I don't think so.
This is what's here. We can have it. We also have a number of the displays the museum closed down.
Yeah. They're working on them. They're putting a whole new display together. That's a good question. And in fact, when you sign up at the Corvette Museum for any of their activities, one of the things that you could sign up for is the tour at the assembly plant. And they do charge for it. So
Yeah, they don't do it. Yes, they said that the think of this. Switching over to a new map. So they don't They do that occasionally.
they do that.
Now they're ramping up for this at once. Quite usually there's the thing I should see.
Yeah.
It's been opened up to the else. Yeah.
Any other questions on the bash? That's it, Frank. Thank you.
And like regarding the bash, I think like all those extra things, if you want to go touring, I think you'd actually get on the racetrack. You gotta register on their website. So if it's not on the website, they probably don't have it. So I think the museum tours would be on the website if it's available. That's my assumption, but I'd say check the website to sign up for all the little other tours and things they have, because they have all kinds of things happening. There's wine tours, there's dinners, there's a big selection, bourbon tour. So there's you gotta kind of pick what you want to do and maybe talk to other members that are going there that see if they want to join in and do it with you. So there's like a little bit of a challenge with that. There is an update that's on an event that's happening way in September. September 27 is the St. Jude Cruising. And that's the cruising they used to do here at Blackwell. They moved it to the Joliet Country Club, at the Audubon Country Club. So they picked the date, September 27th. It's going to go from noon to 7 p.m. And it's going to be limited to 60 cars. So when we get the info and all that, we'll get it out to you. Hopefully we get.
It's me, actually.
Yeah, you want to talk about that? I was looking for you over there.
It's kind of a bad news, good news. Bad news is gonna have the cruise, we're not gonna have the cruising in at here at Black Dog. And that's, with Ray's agreement, but we're going to have it at the Audubon Country Club. It's gonna be on the 27th, as Frank was saying. It's a race day. I'll be racing that day. The car's over on the other side being worked on right now. If the car's running and I'm healthy, I'll be there. But we'll actually be able to get out on the track behind the pace car. So that is cool, and that's something that very few places you could do. So anyway, stay tuned. Just kind of mark the date. We're right now working with, one of the Rays guys to develop a flyer and all the detailed information. It's a long way off, September 27th. So anyway, just kind of a heads up. Second thing, when I talk about the St. Jude Drive. Okay, how many here have been on the St. Jude Drive before? So there's several folks that have done it. We're going again. This is our 14th year. Last year, we took 112 cars from 5 different locations and we raised $510,000. So it's Corvette people are generous and hard workers when it comes to fundraising. So I've got flyers here, and I'm going to stick around a little bit afterward if you've got questions. But on the bottom of the flyer is the website. It's stjudedrives.org. You can go in and look at the pictures from previous years, and any of the questions can be answered there. We leave from Kankakee, Bourbonnais, on Wednesday, May 14th. We gather, we stay overnight at the Holiday Inn Express there, and we leave on Thursday morning, the 15th. And then we get down to the St. Jude Memphis campus on Friday the 16th. So this is a long running event. We had a lot of fun last year. If you have questions, please see me. I'll be around. See any of the folks that raised their hands before. One last comment about Corvette Adventures, June 5th through 7th up at the Dells. I'll be leading a couple of tours for that. So there's also flyers at the table if you've got questions for that. Thank you.
Thank you. St. Jude's, if you're not a driver, if you can't drive, you could always donate, sponsor one of our drivers on the website. So that's another way to help out St. Jude's. If you can't participate, you could donate. So, that's really all I have for events. Anyone have questions or anything? I think that tutorial, like how to get an event to me on our website was helpful tonight. And if everyone could use that, that'll make everyone's life easier. And I could copy and paste and get things labeled. That's it. Thank you. Okay.
That time, Jared. It's that time. It's that time.
Tell me.
Are the raffle girls ready? Anybody has any questions regarding the events or anything, feel free to contact Frank. Or you can check on the website and see for any of the events. What's happening?
I just want to mention, like, next month, I think it's February 1st, that the charity people did a function and you're in a newsletter of Palatine. Thank you to the North Shore Corvette Club for their donation to the food pantry. So everyone that contributed to that and helped out with it, you made the paper, and thank you. Thanks.
Yeah, you could draw the first one.
See. You have this one there?
Yeah. Okay. This is for the Dunkin' Donuts $25 gift card, yellow ticket, last 3, 869. 869. Okay. All right, come on up.
Okay, my name is Daryl Jenks and I drive a 2017 C7 Admiral Blue.
All right, this is from Let Us Entertain You. 979, the last three. 979. 979. Seven nine, you got it right.
Mr. Mayor, the article, Stevens get an Ashcraft, we have a 2020. Subscribe.
Yeah, right, you got to put that, yeah. We pour that raffles, easy. Yellow ticket, last three, 472. 472. Got it? Right, getting screwed up.
Name, email. There's all the old guys, they know that gig.
Yeah.
Jim Barnage, I have a 24 Stingray and a budget.
Dropped in. Get your information.
There you go. That's a two-pay.
You're not doing that for that, yeah. I thought, which one did you take it out of? Whichever one you gave, folks. Was it Panera?
I think it was Panera.
All right, this is for Panera. 900. 900. Russ. Another thing.
Hi, Russ Glover, got a 22 red mist hardtop convertible Stingray. What?
All right, this is for the second new Corvette raffle. 450. 450.
No winner, one winner.
779.
Yeah, we're all. Is that, the stipulation here? Oh, you name it, that's probably done.
It's shop, I think, CO6, all six. He said, oh. So done. No, it's certain everything that I said.
Sorry.
Okay. He was all 16 seconds. He's still got a meeting. He didn't want to sell records. And you take a garbage, take a ticket. Right. No, choose your still.
Okay, this is if you're wearing your badge. 717. 717. Got it. Sure. Nah.
Big buck.
No, I. Let's check this out, you're right. Yeah, wait a minute, they, you gotta, try do this. Don't, you know, like, kissing, letting them look so nice, Debbie. 92 Black Rose
6 speed. My husband has an 89 convertible automatic. Okay, hold on, there's your 10 dollars. Just next. Right. Yeah, really, how long have we been doing this? Shell. Thank you. This is for the Shell gift card. Last three, 957. 957. Oh, there's an hashtag. Hashtag to have. You should have taken them. Fine. 57. Right. You want to repeat it again? Yeah. Same name, same bronze card. For $15. This is the first 50/50 raffle ticket. It's red 710. 710. The red one. Wait. Red ticket. Winner. Oh, yes. It's coming out, so you can't want to be that no more than the nice shot. So it's not your name and what you drive.
Bob Zaire, Super. 2016 Long Beach Road. Z51. You're going to get your
$15. But you got 50 times 2. Wow. Which happens. This is the second one for $30. It's a yellow ticket 612. Wow. Ah. I know. Chicago McLean, C6 Lemon Blue. One for $60. Yellow ticket. 964. 964. Oh, geez, 3 times. Cash in. You're up here. Should so.
So David, the NASGRAP, 2021 loose bronze figure.
Now where to go?
All right, that's it.
Thank you, Sue and Linda. Anybody have any questions on anything? That concludes our meeting tonight. Thank you for coming in this cold weather. Our next meeting will be warmer, I guarantee it. And Ray's gonna keep the heat on or the air conditioning, one or the other. Whenever you get a chance, make sure you thank Ray for allowing us to come in here. Thank you, Ray.